everyone. So today we are going to make a eggless version of fruit saverin. Fruit saverin, as you all know, traditionally is made by salt delayed method. That means we make our entire dough, and then after the first fermentation we put our fat and our salt into it. In this case, the same way we are going to do it. The only thing is we are not going to add eggs to it. We are going to add some other ingredients. So let's look at the ingredients that I used to make fruit saverin. The ingredients to make the fruit saverin are curd, refined flour, butter, water, vanilla essence, yeast, salt, baking soda and powdered sugar. So the first step is we take 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, make it flat, and we add it to our curd and mix it nicely. We allow it to stand for approximately 5 minutes. You can see it right now only, it's already started bubbling. You can see it's bubbling. We'll let it stand for 5 minutes and then we'll use this to make our dough. So to make the dough, take your refined flour, make a big well because a lot of ingredients are going to go in it. Make a big well, add all your powdered sugar to it, yeast, all of the curd. As you can see, curd is already bubbling. Add all of the curd to it. And we can start making the dough. We will require water, but water will be minimal to make a nice soft dough. It has to be a very soft dough. So we will add water slowly. Bring everything together. You can see it's already become sticky. But it has to be a nice soft dough. You can see this is soft and it's already sticking to my hand, but I wanted a little more water content in it, so I'm going to add a little more water to it. You all start adding little by little and add only as much as you can handle it. A nice soft dough and knead it well. Let's take it all together, round it up. It has to be a nice slack dough like this. And round it up. You can round it up straight away with your hand, or you can use a dough scraper. I'm taking a little water on my hand just to help me in rounding up. I'm not incorporating this water, I'm just helping it round up. That's it. We are going to put this in a glass bowl to proof so that you can see. So this is the bowl. Going to place it here and allow it to proof. So now as you can see, the dough has completely proofed. But before we do anything with the dough, we have to make a tin ready. This is the tin that we are going to use. It's like a bundt mold that we have. Okay, so we are going to grease it. You can grease it with your hand or with a brush, whichever you want, but just ensure that it's properly greased. Alright. Grease it with fat or grease it with oil. with grease it properly. Once this is done, we're going to coat it in flour. This is just normal refined flour that we have. Alright, this is done. So our tin is ready. Now our dough has cooled completely. Over here I have melted my butter and brought it to room temperature. We have a salt over here. Add the salt. Add all the salt to the butter. Mix it in well. Now what we are going to do is we're going to add our butter to the dough. Mix it in over here properly. Once it's incorporated here, remove it onto the table. Remove everything from the bowl for the butter. And knead it in well. The whole dough will break up before it comes together. Just remember that. Once it's properly kneaded in, your butter is completely kneaded it in. As you can see, the butter has been kneaded in properly. We will take our tin. That's it. We are going to allow this to cool nicely and then we are going to bake it. Now because it is very rough, it's not got a finish, we are just taking a little bit of water and we are leveling it out completely. That's it. So now our savarin is baked and cooled down. You will take a knife, you will run it through nicely. Okay, and slowly run it through the center as well. It will come out. Once that is done, now I have made a sugar syrup over here. I have flavored it with a little bit of orange juice also. It has a good flavor to it. We'll have to soak the savarin nicely. Now understand that this height of the savarin is a lot, so soak it nicely. So after we nicely soaked it in sugar syrup, we have some apricot jam over here which we are going to apply to the side. Just ensure that there are no lumps in the jam. Okay, and apply it. just clean the plate because we're going to serve it in this plate itself. Once this is done, now we are going to garnish it with whipped cream and some fruits. So first, what we can do is we have to put the fruits in the center. These are some of the fruits which I have chopped. You can take anything. I have some apples, chiku and oranges. For color, you can take strawberries, kiwi, whatever you have. Place them in the center nicely. And once this is done, we have some whipped cream over here which I am going to put it in a piping bag. I have taken the big star nozzle. In the Savareen with the egg version, we've shown you that we can do only rosettes, or we've shown you that we do rosettes. Today I'll just show you a different design. You can do whatever design you want on this. So and we have some glazed cherries over here which I've cut into half, which you can garnish it with. The garnishing can go to no end. Besides this, you can have some almond flakes which you can put on the side, or just poke some blanched almonds in. It depends. As much as you want to garnish and decorate the product, you can do it. Alright? So this is your fruit salad, eggless fruit salad. That's it.